Hey guys, so I wanted to help you out with the lab a little bit so that we can get off and running when we get back here on Monday. Today you were collecting data for the angled projectiles, for how far the projectile goes at particular angles, and the height of the projectile. So there's two graphs that I want you to make. The first graph should be nice and easy. We're looking to see how the range was affected by you changing the angle. So I had you pick out 5 different angles between 0 and 90 to fire your projectiles and see how far those objects travel. You're going to want to make a pretty scaled out graph to be able to predict the ranges for wherever you end up on the battlefield. So, you can map out each tick mark as 10 degrees, you could do it as 5 degrees, whatever you want to set it up. I'm going to set them up as 15s for me. So it's 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. So 90 is right here for me. Ideally, around 45 is where you should see your peak. So around 45 degrees, you should see your peak range from your launcher. And then when you have shorter angles, you should have shorter ranges. However, you should also see shorter ranges for the higher angles as well, because you get more hang time instead of going out. So that's going to give you some type of arc here for your range versus your angle graph. So you can come to a particular range once you know where your opponent is, come across the graph you made, and figure out the two angles that'll give you the exact location to hit your opponent. The second graph that you want to make is the height versus the angle here. So I'm not going to give you a preview of what this graph is going to look like. I want you to come up with that using the information you know. You're going to know your initial speed because you know how fast the gun could shoot, and you're going to know the angle that you were shooting at. To find height, we're only going to deal with the vertical motion here. Delta Y is what you're looking for. We know A is G. And another thing you do know is you know the total time of flight from the total time of flight pad. If I want to know highest point, the nice thing is my VF will be 0 for you at the top. All you have to do for your time is just cut whatever total time you got in half, and that should give you your height. So plot again your height versus angle so that when you go and you pick the range, and the range tells you what angle you need, you can come to this graph and see if you're going to be able to clear the boundary that's in front of you. Does that angle actually clear that particular height? Get that ready to go. Make sure people when you agree with your graph, take a picture of it or share it through Google Docs, whatever you can do. Make sure you guys are ready, because when you come in on Monday, we're going to battle it out to see who's the best.